Assalamu alaikum. Going live with brother Muhammad Abdullah, who has his own podcast, which says Quran, does adhan, has beautiful aesthetics on his Instagram page. I highly recommend you check it out. He's definitely rocking the thobe and has Muslim pride in his swag. And yeah, let's hear from him. Bismillah. Oh, that was quick, inshallah. Jordan, maybe another time, but I have a live already scheduled, so forgive me for that. Arts by Hannah, assalamu alaikum. Jordan, I want to join. Yeah, we want to join. We want everyone to join, but right now I have a scheduled live with our brother, so please forgive me.
Assalamu alaikum
Assalamu
wa
alaikum.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Like
Alaikum
sound
assalam.
So your camera is not clear.
So it's not clear?
Yeah, can you leave and can you leave and come back? Can we try again? Check this out. Turn on Wi-Fi and 4G if you can. If you can turn on your Wi-Fi and your data both on your phone. Usually that means it'll pick like the better one. Like I said, I'm Muslim money. It'll pick the better one, or if like one of them turns off, the other one turns on, kind of thing. Just try that. Try turning them both on, and if you can leave and come back, it's really really bad
Okay.
quality. I'm
Oh,
trying to make this work.
inshallah.
Inshallah. Take your time.
Inshallah.
Mukarram, you still there? I miss you, bro. It's been forever. Can't even remember the last time I saw you. I think it was it that wedding in Houston? Mukarram is not here. Mukarram popped in for a second. That guy was. We went to school together, elementary school, middle school. Like Sam Ibrahim. Ibrahim, when are me and you gonna do a live? Muslim money. Yeah. Arts by Hannah. Consider this an invitation to go live sometime. Inshallah, if you're available. Okay, let's see. Is he ready? Assalamu alaikum, Adil. Assalamu alaikum. Still rough. I don't know. You're indoors, outdoors?
I'm
Okay,
inside the house.
that's okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really bad, but that's okay. I love the pictures on your Instagram. I love you rocking the thobe. Like I said, I love you rocking the thobe. I love the colors, the aesthetics. It looks good, mashallah. Yo,
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Your profile says you're a revert. You want to tell us a little bit about your journey?
Yeah, I accepted Islam in 2011, and it's the best decision I ever made in my life. You know, that Islam is the most beautiful and true religion. Like I was raised in Christianity. My mom brought me up as a Christian, so I was raised going to church and singing in the choir and all of that. But as I got older, you know, I wanted to make sure I was making the right decision for myself. You feel me, and not based on what I was taught or told or raised to believe. You know, so. I started reading. I read the Malcolm X book, and asked a few brothers around like that work in the stores around where I'm from a lot about Islam. They gave me literature to read, so I read that, and I ended up going to the masjid, taking my shahada. Alhamdulillah.
That's what's up. Allahu Akbar. Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
you mentioned that the autobiography of Malcolm X. Today's the 56th year anniversary of his assassination.
SubhanAllah, I didn't even know that till you just said that. MashaAllah.
It's like all over social media. Alhamdulillah. May Allah have mercy on him. It's been 10 years, yeah? 10 years
Yeah,
since you took to Islam. So,
yeah.
alhamdulillah. The way you wear a thobe, you would think you've been doing it since you were a kid, mashallah. You're a natural, you're a natural.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
When I first came to the dean, it took me a little bit of time. Like I bought one, you know, and then little by little, I just started adding them into my attire, you know, and now like I try to make sure I got it on every day, or at least a izar or something, or a kufi or something to show that I'm Muslim, you know, so people will know
Absolutely.
when they see me like that guy right there is Muslim.
Absolutely. I try to grow the beard. It's part of me being publicly Muslim, but I know it's not that tough to grow a beard because people grow for different reasons. I guess my clothing isn't. I don't wear enough. I got a couple of those, but I don't wear them enough. This is what I like to wear in a lot of my lives, though.
Mashallah, I try to mix it up. Like, I like to wear the thobes, then I like to throw on my J's with there. I'm a shoe head. So, I
Yeah.
like to make my Islamic attire go with the American attire or whatnot. So, like, cause some people, when I first came to the deen, they'll be like, why you wearing that? Or why you got on that? So I want to make it look like, oh, he got on that, but he fly with it. You feel me? Alhamdulillah, and I don't want people to look like it's aesthetic. You could be fly on whatever, you feel me? So, like, that's just how I like to rock. Alhamdulillah.
It's a big honor, but this page, Malcolm's Disciples, which I've followed for a while, they have great content about Malcolm X. I don't know if it's a person or a team or I don't know who it is, but they do an amazing job. And I guess I tagged them earlier and they just joined. So it's a big honor. Shout out to you guys. You guys are really, obviously not just today, but they're regularly creating content around Malcolm X, and I love it. I love their posts, inshallah. It's an honor. But it's ironic, I just put on the hat and then they popped in. Alhamdulillah for everything. That's if anybody from that team or anyone that runs that page is ever available for an interview, I'd be honored. But maybe they just want to be anonymous, so I get that too. Yeah. Where are you from? I'm in Houston. Where are you based?
I'm from Oakland, California.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Oakland. I've been to LA twice, both during COVID. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'd never been before. But where's Oakland?
Oakland is like 5 hours away from LA. It's like about an hour away from the capital, from Sacramento. So
north of LA, yeah. 5 hours north of LA. Got you. Yeah. Berkeley or San Francisco and San Diego are both on my list. Hoping to visit, if not this year, maybe next year. But yeah, I went to the richer sides of LA. UCLA is in a nice spot. I went to Malibu, which was nice, but I need to go back to Crenshaw and Compton and some of these other areas. Good content, good people, good works, good events, good organizations, good nonprofits. But alhamdulillah. Yeah. Are you involved? Go. What's up?
I like travel and conduct interviews and everything for the Muslim community.
Trying, yeah. But your audio and video is really, really bad, and I really want to hear from you. This is unfortunate.
Man, my thing, my basement, like this where I stay at, it got a bad connection, and the internet,
I understand. This past week we were like that. Worse, we had like no internet sometimes. Then we had really bad 4G and really bad in Texas because we had the winter storm. Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
I'm trying to think. It'll probably be a better connection outside, but I don't know if you'll be able to see me though, like outside though.
It's dark.
Unless I bring.
If you're cool with it, we can try it. But no problem. I mean, so right now it's decent. It's just for some time it was really bad. Right now it's okay.
You said what?
It's up to you. It's up to you if you're cool with trying it. I mean.
Yeah, we can go. We can try it.
No pressure, brother. I appreciate it.
Yep, it's all good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Hey, I checked out some of your audio. I checked out some of your sounds. I heard you give the adhan, and I heard you speaking about being a man, and I heard what else was it? I think one other song or so on your podcast.
I couldn't hear you, Akhi. My bad. Hold on.
You're good. You're chilling. You're good.
Okay.
I didn't mean to give you such a hard time. It's smoother for sure.
It's better out here?
Smoother, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Lighting is fine. Lighting is fine. We see you.
I know I put my other phone out like with the flashlight on, huh?
I'm giving you a hard time. I appreciate you, man. May Allah bless you.
Yeah. It's all good. Alhamdulillah.
So what were we saying? I was gonna ask you, are you involved with any massages or organizations or nonprofits or anything in your area? Are you involved with any causes or any dawah work, anything?
I just pretty much just try to go to the masjid and do my 5 salats. Like, I wanted to study, inshallah, overseas, but like I just got married, like a few days
Congratulations.
ago. Alhamdulillah. I don't know when that plan is gonna take place, but inshallah, you feel me, it jumps off soon.
It's awesome. Now, I'm sure during COVID, it's tough to travel overseas. That probably
Yeah.
delayed you. Yeah. Do you have an idea of where you want to go or not yet?
Inshallah, I was trying to go to Yemen. To Hadramaut up in Yemen. There's the sheikhs. A lot of the sheikhs from the masjid that I go to. 2 of them are from Yemen. One of them, he's from Philadelphia, and he
Absolutely.
spent 10 years in Yemen. He was helping me with my tajweed and everything, but he said it'd be really beneficial to go out there. So, inshallah, just make dua for me.
For 100%. But yeah, I know a number of Yemenis. The Prophet ﷺ spoke about Yemen and the blessings. The people there are like some of the kindest, some of the best characters, some of the highest level of Iman. And I know that in our times that there's students of knowledge, there's scholars, and there's like circles of knowledge in Yemen. And I know a number of my other friends also said they wanted to go. I've never been to Yemen though. I've been to Saudi, Qatar, but I've never been to Yemen. May Allah choose for you what's best. But right now, these last couple of years though, Yemen has been, yeah, but Yemen in the last few years has been, it's a war zone.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to go out there for a minute, and every time I ask about it, they like, "Yeah, you don't want to go right now. They out there fighting."
Right,
But I,
right now, there people are dropping bombs all over Yemen. So I don't know if this is the right time, but I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable, so you have to ask somebody. Like there might be certain areas. But what I know is that it's pretty like 50, 60, 70% of the population is like starving, and there's been a number of years of dropping bombs. So I'm sure the country's been like, been it's rough. Yeah,
yeah.
alhamdulillah, may Allah- I mean, so in the meantime, though, there's a number of spots in the U.S. where you can study Deen. There's a number of scholars in America. There's a number of universities and institutions, a number of masajid that have like student circles of knowledge. And no, what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I be trying to get away from the West Coast life because it's too much out here, like to get into. You know what I mean? So I be trying to just block
I
myself
can
off.
imagine.
Like, figure if I
I
go
can imagine.
overseas, I'm locked in. You know.
I mean, yeah, environment matters. Yeah, that's a fact. But my experience was, I was born in the U.S. I grew up here. My parents are from the Middle East. For some years, I went to the Middle East. I was there for like high school and so on. And when I was there, my friends were Muslim there and non-Muslims, and they were like partying, drinking, smoking, everything. And I was like, oh my God, like I thought like I left America, and turns out it's not that black and white. It's not that simple. Like there's people in the U.S. that are upon the deen. There's people that are in the Muslim world that are doing all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's not like that. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. Like when I came to the dean at first, I just thought like everybody Muslim good, alhamdulillah. Like you just expect the best out of all the Muslims, and you just realize that it's Muslims that'll do you just as wrong as a non-believer. So it's just like gotta be conscious of that as well, you know.
Unfortunately, yeah. We're human beings. Human beings are capable of
Yeah,
doing wrong. Um, I would like to think that a Muslim is less likely to hurt you, but yeah, you're right. I don't know. So like Yemen, I don't want to get into the politics, but Yemen right now, those who are dropping the bombs on Yemenis, and Yemenis are Muslims, and even if they weren't dropping bombs on innocent civilians, but the ones that are doing it are their brothers, their cousins, the Saudis, who are also
yeah,
supposedly Muslim, Arab. They're the same tribe. They're the same. They're cousins. It's like West Coast and East Coast in the U.S. Like imagine an African American brother from California, African American brother from New York. Like, okay, yeah, two different worlds, kind of two different countries or two different states, but like, why would you be fighting? But they do, and they're dropping bombs on their Yemeni brothers.
yeah. It's so much tribalism and racism going on in the world. Like, and it's even inside of Islam, and Islam is supposed to eliminate that. You know, it's cold. Like sometimes you salam. Like as me, I don't know if everybody go through this, but as an African American revert, sometimes you salam brothers, and they don't even salam you back, or they like it's like we all Muslim, bro. Like you're not better than me because you was born Muslim, or I'm not better than you because I'm a revert. We all Muslim. Like I don't get it. Like you feel me? But alhamdulillah, man, may Allah like join the ummah's hearts together, inshallah, because like we
I
gotta
mean,
come together.
yeah, yeah. A number of my friends said that they don't always get their salams returned, and they're not. Yeah, yeah. I've heard stories like this since I was a kid. It doesn't. I mean, I hope it gets better. But I know that like if you have, let's say, tattoos or something, you go to a masjid. You're gonna be made to feel uncomfortable, even if it's not your fault and it's not a sin if you're Muslim now.
Sorry about the background noise, man. I'm in a neighborhood where they ride around slapping music all the time, huh?
I understand. No, no worries. I liked your adhan, yo. Your adhan was beautiful.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a natural.
I love to recite and read Quran, and it's beautiful. I was before I came into Islam, I was a musician, and I always be hearing like music is haram, so I be struggling with that back and forth. But he making me love the Quran more and more, and like little by little, leave the music alone, and try to steer towards the Book of Allah. That's the best speech, alhamdulillah.
You used to do music, yeah. Do you mind if I ask like what genre, what type? Just curious.
Hip hop and
hip hop and R&B, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I was never like really into music. Like I'm more into like movies, shows, and stuff. It could be addiction and it could be nasty. But yeah, I wasn't really into music. But I do know that there's a number of songs and there's a number of artists, a number of stuff that it takes over your heart and mind. It become really like you can be enslaved to music, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can it's hard to balance, you feel me, your deen and doing music at the same time. So one or the other gonna take over. So you either gotta full-fledged be Muslim or you gonna full-fledged be a rapper, you feel me, or a singer or whatever. And it's a lifestyle that comes with both. So either it's hard to balance the two. You could try it, but I for me, you feel me, it's better if you just focus on your deen.
100%. So, brother, by the way, there are a number of groups in the U.S. that are like that are creating like clean music, like it's vocals only, a cappella. The lyrics are about the deen. I'm sure you've heard some examples, but there's people that they're whether it's rap or singing, they're talking about good themes. Because like, see, music can be haram for two reasons. It could be that the instruments, and most instruments, it's better not to use them, and it could be the lyrics. If the lyrics are something about something that's haram, then the music is haram. So right, it's mainly these two. But there are people that are doing it, and it's not too many people, but there are people that are doing it, and they're either not using instruments at all or just using something like a dof or whatever, like needed deen. But even better not to use any instruments if possible. But some of them, they're not doing any instruments, and all their lyrics are promoting Islam, and it's like dawah. So I'm not a scholar. I'm just saying that, I mean, there's some good examples for sure. So Third World Unite, they're in Seattle. Tone Trump, Tone Trump, the rapper from Philly, and he has a group, Muslim Dawn Family. I haven't really seen their music, but I know of them. I know he's always promoting deen on Instagram. He has a big following. And I know that in Florida, in Orlando, there's a group called Orthodox. Like Orthodox, but like Orthodox, like AK, like Akh, like Akhi, AKHS, so Orthodox. I think that's a smart name. But these guys have clean stuff, and there are others. There's in the UK, there's in Canada, there's. So I don't know. You might. I'm not. I mean, I don't know your journey. I don't know, what you're working on. I don't know much about you, but you might find that you might be able to do something you might be able to still use your talents and skills and stuff and do something that's put forth like a good message and create good content.
Yeah, inshallah, I've been working on that. Like, I'm about to, inshallah, you know how people recite the Quran, right? I want to take the English translation and recite that kind of like a nasheed, you feel me? And
That's
inshallah,
beautiful.
that don't know Arabic, you feel me, can enjoy listening to the Quran, and while they understanding it at the same time, you know what I mean? So
Like
that's something I'm
like
gonna
spoken
be
word,
working on.
like spoken
Inshallah.
word.
Yeah, yeah.
It's beautiful. So that's beautiful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, yeah. That'd be awesome. I can't wait to hear it. It's good. It's good.
Inshallah.
Yeah, yeah. So look, so the Quran reciting in Arabic, that's content, or that's like that could be a good. You can have a whole podcast or a whole YouTube channel or your Instagram. You can have reciting the Quran or reading the Quran, and in the English you do it like in terms of like you make it modern English instead of thou shouts whatever. You make it like where it's like related, and you say it and it can flow and it can and you might change a few things to make it flow, but generally, hopefully, like you're not gonna change the message, but you might choose your wording or take the message. But then there's another level. All right. Then there's another level is where you read enough Quran, you pick up certain messages, themes, stories, and you can rap about them. So your own words, even your own stories, but you're taking Quranic themes. So you're still sharing the message, but you're not like saying I'm translating the Quran or teaching the Quran. But like you can do whatever you were doing before. I don't know what it was, but if you were rapping or singing or doing hip hop, whatever it is, it can do that. But you're taking the message that you're teaching instead of saying your purpose in life is to get girls, money, You're saying your purpose in life is to worship Allah, You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to like necessarily leave you don't have to leave music. You just have to clean it up. Like it could be, you know what I'm saying? You can rap, like rapping itself is not un-Islamic, and singing is not un-Islamic. It's not haram.
Yeah, I
It's
just
just what are they singing about and what instruments are they using? You know what I mean? And what are they
yeah,
promoting? So anyway, I know you know this, but I'm excited for you. That's awesome, inshallah. I have no artistic abilities, so I can't do any of that. I can't sing, I
yeah.
can't dance, I can't draw, I can't do art, so it's not my thing. But I'm trying to
Yeah,
create a talk show. So
that's always been my thing. Like since I was little, I love music. Like I used to like Michael Jackson, you know, Usher. Those was my singers. Like then I wanted
they
to be
don't
like,
really care about us. That's how we were
yeah,
feeling in Texas this past week. This past week, yo, they have, dude, Texas has money, has energy. We're the oil capital. Don't get me started. We're the energy capital of the world, Houston. And we had no electricity, no water, someone for like a week, and the homeless died. And the rich were like going on vacation. They don't really care about us.
subhanallah.
The homeless, we try to help them. We give them food, hoodies, beanies, sleeping bags. What can you do? Like, and then some of them, we encourage them to go stay in like there's a Georgia, there's centers, there's places they can go. Like, and in some places they max capacity, and other places other people they didn't want to go because they'll get their stuff stolen or whatever, or bullied or different reasons. So some of them stayed outside and they're sleeping on concrete for like a few days in a row. Where I was in my bed with like 4 sheets and 4 covers and 4 hoodies and stuff, and I was still freezing cold because it got to -11 and there's no heater. And they're sleeping on the concrete. Some of them died. It's totally avoidable. Like in Texas, you know, Houston, we got billionaires and millionaires, and we got all the houses, we got all the real estate, we got all the land, we got all the oil, we got all the electricity, we got the top energy companies in the world. This is nonsense. We got all the food, we got all the restaurants, we got all the. They don't care, man.
No, they don't though. I
If
think
I
they.
could rap, I would rap right now this week. I would have written. If I could rap or write poetry or whatever. I can't. I would have written something about this. I would talk about how it's cold and it's freezing. People's hearts are cold. People out there dying and sick. We're trying to feed them, but those who have all the money and food are not giving them anything. They don't care. I would have written something. I would have had some kind of piece, but it's not my. I can't. I don't know how to. I know how to speak, but I don't know how to sing or or rap or.
How to
It's
put it
powerful.
together.
What's up?
So you don't know how to put it together in the form of the poetry, huh?
Like
But
rap and so,
inshallah,
like I didn't grow up with. I never listened to. What's up?
say inshallah, we could probably connect to come up with some ideas or something and put something together, you know. You
Yeah. Do you know Immortal Technique?
said what?
You know Immortal Technique? The brother Immortal
Nuh-uh.
Technique. He's like you know what I'm talking about?
Nuh-uh.
Immortal Technique. He's a rapper. He's one of the. I mean, he's just not like big. He's not like as big as like Tip and Eminem and whatever. Like he's not that level, but he's pretty big. Like, I think on Instagram like 200K or something. He's pretty big. But his stuff is very like about the system and about oppression and about. I think he's what is he Dominican? He's like Caribbean or something. He's like Hispanic or Latino. I think he grew up in the Bronx or grew up in New York or something. Anyway, doesn't ring a bell. Immortal Technique.
No, I'm check him out though.
Yeah. I thought he was. I guess he's not like the most famous, but I thought he was pretty well known. I don't listen. I didn't grow up with hip hop, but I remember somebody like showed me one of his stuff, or like I listened to maybe 2 or his songs. I read a couple of the lyrics, and his stuff is very like. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I wish I could do. Like I wish I could do that. And if he's not Muslim, although some of his stuff talks about Muslims, and some of it is like good messaging, but he's not Muslim. So and some of it is. I wish I could. Like I would love to have been like a Muslim version of someone like Moral Technique. I would have been. It's powerful. Like if you can. His message is he's intelligent. The words are really good. It sounds really good, and it's a good message. That but it's not like necessarily dawah or Islamic. Dance with the Devil was a huge hit by him. Dance with the Devil. Oh, I don't know that song. Talks about the Holocaust. Talks about Cyclone B. He talks about but he sounds really good. Anyways,
Check him out. I'm gonna have to check him out, inshallah.
yeah. And rappers, and you know this, but in our society, rappers are really like idolized. They have a big, they have a platform. They can do a lot of good if you. Unfortunately, the music industry, it's nasty and it's associated with. It's not just even the music; it's associated directly with prostitution and pornography and alcohol and drugs, and so all the industries they come together. Music is like the umbrella. So there's that, but there's also the fact that, for example, I don't know if you know Imam Jamil. Imam Jamil was like Malcolm X 2.0. He's in Atlanta, West End, Atlanta. I don't know if you've heard of West End.
Ain't he locked up or something? Yeah, I heard of him.
Locked up, won't let me out. No, that's Akon.
I heard of the brother though.
This is like all I've ever heard. I literally know like 3-4 lines of. I only heard like a couple of things here and there. But yeah, Imam Jamil. I was actually just watching an interview with Akon the other day because Akon's interesting. He has his own. He talks about like polygamy and other things, and he's Muslim, right? He's African. He's Muslim, and yeah, he's interesting. But the what were you saying, Imam Jamil? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so we had a rally for him. He's been locked up for like 18 years. We had a rally for him in Atlanta a few months ago, like it was during COVID in the fall, and Tip was there, Trouble Man, TIP, T.I. was there. Killer Mike was there. Trey the Truth from Houston was there. I'm trying to think who else was there. I think there's a couple other big names. But they were there, right? And they have a huge, like, if you go look at their Instagrams, their YouTube, they have a big audience. So they brought attention to Imam Jamil. Although Imam Jamil himself was one of the biggest celebrities in the 70s, but this generation, like us and our kid, like the young people now, they don't know him, which is on purpose. But anyway, if you decide, I'm not trying to, if you do decide that you're taking the path of like you're gonna, trying to, build up a music type brand, but it's like clean and meaningful, then know that there's inshallah a lot of good in it. But if you decide you're going to be a student of knowledge and a scholar, you're going to leave this completely and focus on deen, that's also obviously, you don't need to, this already, but I guess obviously there's a lot of reward in that. It's a big deal. And I guess you could technically do a little bit of both. But wish you all the best, bro. Yeah, that's awesome.
Man, Allah bless you, man, for all your efforts too, man. And then you need more people trying to spread this deen. You feel me? It's a lot of people that ain't even focused on Islam, or they don't know what the purpose of life is, and all they thinking about is entertainment and being fly and stuff. I mean, you could be fly, but you just can't forget about Allah or know where it's coming from. You know what I mean? People like they get all of this money and stuff, and they forget where it's coming from. They think they did something by themselves, but in essence, Allah Ta'ala gives everybody everything that they have. So you can't take 5 minutes, you feel me, 5 times a day, you feel me, to worship him, and to thank him.
100%.
But that's our job, to remind people. That's what's the best thing about our ummah, you feel me? We got that message to keep spreading it, you feel me, to the Yawm al-Qiyamah.
100%.
Alhamdulillah.
100%, yeah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. If there's a 15-year-old, 20-year-old, 25-year-old, let's say they're Muslim, let's say they were born Muslim, Arab, Pakistani, etc., and they've been listening to music their whole life, but so have all their friends. They went to public school or even Islam, so all their friends that listen to music. They never really thought, like, they'll pray, maybe they pray sometimes, maybe they pray all the person. They never really thought it's a big deal. What would you tell them?
Could you repeat that? My connection dropped for a second. I didn't get to hear.
There's like a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 20, 25-year-old. They're Muslim, maybe they're born Muslim, they're like Arab, Pakistani, they're whatever. They listen to music regularly, like every day, but they never thought much about it because like all their other friends listen to music too, Muslim and non-Muslim, like pretty much every kid does. So they never really thought it's a big deal. And they're like, oh, people say it's haram, but no, it's not. Those scholars are wrong. It's actually halal. People are just closed-minded, whatever. Putting aside halal and haram, though, what would you tell them? Like maybe they don't realize how like they don't realize like music is like no big deal. It's like something we do every day. Everyone listens to music. They watch a music video sometimes too, which has all the nonsense. But what would you tell them? Is it a big deal or is it no big deal? What would you tell them?
Well, if I would say, you feel me, like make the Quran your best friend. That's gonna be the best bet. Like at the end of the day, the Quran is the best speech. Like it's a big deal. You feel me? Like only reason like I did music is just because you feel me. I loved it so much, and I felt like maybe I could make a difference with it or something. But it feel like I'm leaving my deen behind every time I try to do music because the way I love music, I got like a obsession with it or something. So man, and people that listen to it got that same obsession to it. They obsessed with the music. Like you gotta wake up and listen to music in the bathroom, listen to music while you're driving to work or school or wherever you're going. Like it might not seem like it's a big deal, but that's all time that you could be learning the book of Allah or memorizing the Quran or studying the Quran or some tafsir or something that's gonna benefit you when you stand in front of Allah. Like it might be fun, the music right now while you're doing it, but you got to think about one day when you stand in front of Allah, like what you going to say to him if it distracted you from something that was way more important, you feel me, your akhirah. All right, that's the best thing going for anybody is the akhirah, you feel me? And his whole life is just a test and a trick to make you forget about that and forget about your creator. And and it's getting easier, you feel me? Like the world is getting more and more corrupt as time go by, and music got a lot to do with it. So I say if you're going to listen to any music, let it be about Allah so at least you could be getting that reminder. But like, I be trying to not even mess with music. I just go to the nasheeds. Like,
I understand. Because there's also a slippery slope, and also it sucks you in, and also it's also the people that come with it. I know, yeah. No, I understand. Sometimes you want to go cold turkey. Sometimes you want to cut yourself away from it. I just meant like if maybe in the future you would wrap about something good. But you're right. I mean, it's not. Yeah, sometimes cutting something out completely is the best bet.
Yeah, I mean,
The word of Allah.
everything work different for everybody, but I just know for me, as a person, like my behavior pattern, like if I like once I get in the pattern of doing something and I like it, then I like it too much, then I'm gonna keep doing it, and then it's gonna take over. So I'd rather fill my heart with Allah, me in the Quran, and that way that could take over, opposed to it being music or something that's pulling me away from the deen.
100%. I agree with you 100%. I'm like that as well. I guess, yeah, not everyone's like that, but I'm the guy, if I get into something, I want to get into it 110%. I don't want to just want to know it, I want to understand it, who's into it, what is doing it, how do I get better at it, what can I get out of it. So if I get into something else, I want to get into it 110%. I think about it at night and during the day, between classes, while I'm eating, I'll get into 110%.
Which suck you in, man, and that.
It's good if you're getting into the right things, and then if you're getting into the bad things, well, so it's a personality thing. It's like an addictive personality, but it has good and bad side. It has a good and bad side. Yeah. I'm sure athletes are like that, because how do you get to the highest level of the best of every field is probably similar to that. But then there's a negative. They could be also like addicted to drugs. They could also be like on some kind of you
just got to pick the right thing. Pick the right thing to assess over, and then be great at it.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Brother, it was an honor connecting with you. May Allah bless you. May Allah make things easy. May Allah grant you success at every step.
Ameen. For you also and for the entire Ummah, man. I appreciate you having me on. May Allah bless you in this life. Amen. Alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barakallahu feek.